Hi everybody, welcome to watch this video. Today I'm going to introduce you our Cyclic corrosion test chamber, which is this one, and I'll show you how to install it and how to initiate your test on it. First, we need to remove all the packages of the test chamber, but to make remove the structure. The packaging are already removed. Now we are going to install the self-spraying system. First we need to put the lower portion of the self-spraying tower into the chamber. This one should be put in the middle of the shelf area, which is from here to there. Put it in the middle position. Then touch the upper portion of the salt spraying tower. Put it down to the bottom part. The lower part is actually a storage room for the salt solution. And then you need to check if the spraying buffer needs to be replaced. Before we check it out, we already make a mark on here. So you can see there's two lines. And you need to adjust the height of the spraying buffer to the height of the underline. Then use two plastic screws to fasten the tower. Here you can see the filter, which is made of glass. This one is to remove all the large particles in your salt solution to make sure there will be no particles to be sprayed into the chamber. This one is for input the salt solution, and you need to insert into the storage room. And then insert the glass filter into the softer house. And be careful when you're handling the filter because it's made of glass. And connect this one to there, which is the input outlet of your salt solution. As you can see, the one underneath of the salt solution supply house is for supply the compressed air, which should be connected to the blue outlet. Okay, now basically the salt spraying tower is installed. Now we are going to put all the temperatures into the chamber. You can see here there are two V-shaped temperatures. The quantity of temperature you need to put into the chamber is depending on the quantity of your test specimen. If you only have very few test specimens, then we need to just put one, maybe two V-shape sample shelf into the chamber. To make it a little bit pattern and then insert into the slot. Besides the V-shaped chemicals, we have a so-called black stick. Those are round shaped with a rubber coated. So you can see with the combination of the black stick and the V-shaped sample shelf, you can basically put all kinds of small test specimens onto the sample shelf in any kind of angle. If you want to measure the salt settlement rate, then you need to install the salt spray fallout collection device. Here you can see this one's labeled with R. That means you need to screw to fasten it on your right side. Use a close-tie screwdriver to install it. And then put the one with the label L to your left side. Actually, you need to fasten all 4 screws, but to save time, I just use 2 of them. Those are holders for the collector. Those are the cups for collecting the salt fallout. And the place for placing them should be balanced. So either one of them has the same distance to the frame tower just as the other one. Then insert the soft rubber house into the chamber. scientifically. You see contaminant going forward. And here I'm holding a measuring cup. Then basically you have a dropout rate measuring system. Really. Okay, this time consuming. Now the internal components are completed. Then we are going to connect the external components. On the back side of our CCT chamber, you can see we need to connect the air outlet with the big blue house, and you need to connect it to a proper place, or either a filter system or just directly into your city water drain. And the same for the chamber water output. And this one is the input leg for compressed air. You need to connect to your compressed air source and insert into the chamber. And this one is for the filled water into the workroom, which is the internal side of the chamber, to connect with your city type water. And here we have a water refill relay for supply purified or distilled water for doing the humidity testing. And this one needs to connect with a purified water source. If you have a purified water source with water pressure, it will be better. But if you do not have a purified water source with output pressure, then you need to put in your purified water into a water reservoir like this tank, and put in a bit higher than the test chamber to use the natural pressure to supply water into the chamber for the humidity testing. Now we are going to connect the electricity line. First, we need to check if all the buttons on the control panel are off, just by touching to see if they are at the horizontal level. And then you need to check if the power is off. You can see on this position the power is off. Then we can go to connect the wires. First you need to use your multimeter to check if the power supply meets your requirements. Which, by the way, our test chamber of this model uses AC 415 voltage for 3-phase 5 wires, which means you have one grounding, one neutral line, 3 live lines and 2 grounding lines. Okay, you can use a electricity test pen to see which one is to define which one is the neutral line, the end line. If it's neutral line, the test pen won't be on. If the live line, you can see there's a light on the test pen. Okay, then we all know there are 3 live lines, which are 2 black wires and 1 brown wire. So the neutral line is the blue wire, and we also have a green and yellow wire, which is for the grounding. And you need to connect the wire into your grounding end. Okay, we are now going to power on the test chamber. You can see here is the phase frequency protector. If both of the lights are on, that means everything is correct and we have a green light to go. If just one of them or both of them are not off, that means the electricity phase frequency is wrong, and we need to rewire the electricity wires. And you can use your multimeter to test the T1, S1, and R1 line with the N line to test the voltages between either one of the lines between the neutral line to determine if those voltages are about 240 voltages. If all of them are 240 volts, then that means the total input voltage is correct. Okay, now we are going to power on the test chamber. It takes about 30 seconds to initialize the control panel. On the control panel, you can see 3 instruments below the LCD touch screen. The first one is for set temperature for the saturator, which is the one in charge of air filtering. And the middle one is timer for setting spraying and interval durations for the salt spray. And the last one is for setting the temperature of the workroom. You can use the up and down button to increase or decrease the light. Before doing that, you need to put it into to switch the knob to without fog mode. You can see all 4 digits are set to 0. That means the salt spraying will be continuous and without any interval. If you want to make an interval between the salt spraying cycles, the first 2 digits are the total time duration for salt spray, and the last two digits are the time duration you can set for the duration of interval. Here's the function selector screen. You can choose fixed value or program. Program means you need to do the cyclic test. The fixed value just means you do basically simple salt spray test. You can see the temperature setting is 35 degrees and the humidity setting is 0. So for salt spray test, you only need to set the temperature, and 35 means it's a neutral salt spray test. Then we go to the program setting. Here you can see we can select the default salt spray test program on the menu in the upper left side. And if you want to review it, you can press the edit button. This one means you do 30 hours of salt spray test with a temperature of 50 degrees Celsius and 0 relative humidity. And to be turned off the PS1 setting, if it's set to 1, that means you are going to do a salt spray test. If it's set to 0, that means it's only a temperature and a humidity test without salt spray. So here you can see this is a typical cyclic salt spraying test program. We have 6 steps. First, you do 5 hours of temperature humidity test with 50 degrees Celsius temperature and 100% relative humidity. Then you do a transition period with 1 hour for 25 degrees and 100% humidity. And then you do 1 hour of 25 degrees of salt spray testing. Then follow on the drying phase, which we have 60 degrees of temperature and just 30% of relative humidity. Okay, so we are going to select this one. You can see if we select this one, then the name of the program will appear on the left upper side. Then we click Run. But if we want to run the program, we need to select the model to be the program model. So now here we can hear the sound. That means that the water and the salt solution are supplied into the chamber. If it's the first time for running a program, we can use the skip function to check all the program sections. So now we are at the second part of the program. That is solved because we didn't put in the salt solution. Then you can see the salt solution inlet. Before you do any salt spraying test, you need to put in your prepared salt solution according to your testing needs. And the amount you are going to put in the salt chamber is should not above the maximum water level, and you can check it on here. Also, before you are going to perform any real test, you need to put out water into the sealing slot around the cover of the salt spray chamber, just to make sure that during the test, no salt fog will evacuate from the chamber. Okay, that's basically that's all the things you need to know about our CCP chamber. If you ever have any doubts during the installation or repairing, you can always contact us or just ask your technician on that.